impact assessment tool for the devolution conference. So that we came here, the governors have told us what they're doing. We need now the senators and MCAs to lead a sector that can come up with an impact and inclusion assessment tool, so that 2 years from now, we will be able to score the counties on how well they have done on inclusion, on how well they have done on impacts on these other people. I think if we do that, we will actually be moving forward. 2, we need to build capacities of actors at different levels in order to deliver on what we're saying. I can assure you this conversation has been had for the last 20 years. I can assure you I've been there. So what can we do for implementers in counties to understand how to integrate gender, how to integrate disability, how to integrate inclusion in order to do what we are saying every year that they should do? So we need capacities at that level. We need capacities among those of us who are oversighting to also understand our job. You don't get conferred with capacities on oversight because you are elected. So we need to also create a space where, and senators are already beginning on this, we want to collaborate with county assemblies in order to strengthen our oversight function and for it to be well-resourced so that we are also able to do our part as oversight. We need to also, now I'd like to advise governors, the issue of having a gender department that is purportedly the only one working on gender is a bad idea. We need your Department of Trade, your Department of Agriculture, your Department of Finance to demonstrate how well it is integrating matters, gender, youth, disability, marginalized areas in its budget. That's the only way we can actually say we are implementing. We also need to strengthen the intergovernmental relations between national county governments, county and county, in order to see how best to have the best policy at the national level, to roll out that policy at the county level. For the Senate, we need, I think you may have not heard this being said in this conference, all laws pre-dating 2010, over 100 laws and regulations have actually not been amended. We were not able to do that within the CIC period, because I served in the CIC. So we have laws with parastatals carrying out county functions. We have and resources being wasted. We need all those laws to be amended to align with devolved governance. And we are aware development partners are supporting other people, but they're not supporting the Senate to be able to do this. And yet the Senate will be the one moving this. So we need a concentrated effort to review all those laws, even as we are trying to get the system right. On the issue of adolescent health, we need to bring together the different multi-sectoral actors to think together, because we are acting in silos. We imagine that the adolescent, we come up with a design for adolescent pregnancy, we come up with another one for education, but this is the same individual. They need correct sex education, and if our churches feel we cannot do sex education because we are being influenced by the West, let us get the churches to develop for us the correct curriculum for Kenya. But let's have that. Let's not deny our children sex education, but allow the free internet for them to access pornographic sites. What are we doing? We are actually not working on this. So what can we do? We would need an adolescent health policy that is being implemented, not a paper policy. We need the medical training to actually hive out and start working on adolescent medicine. We need the education sector to actually include adolescent health as part of the skills development. We need internal security, Professor Kindiki, to be able to issue circulars to his chiefs not to allow a lot of sexual violence within the homes go through the cracks because they are taking deals from those who are perpetrating. We need the Minister for ICT to do something about the internet that is facilitating access to pornography and cybercrime that is actually targeting our children. I know of a story of a person's daughter who was actually lured on the internet and had taken money at home and traveled and had reached Tanzania, going to meet a boyfriend somewhere in Southern Africa. I know people who actually have complained about their children on the internet. Are we doing anything about that? No. But every time somebody talks about sex education, we are all up in arms. We don't want sex education. We need to wake up and do something about all of that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Senator Catherine Muma. We need to do something about it. Anna, 2 minutes, strictly 2 minutes. 1 minute. Advancing cross-sector partnerships between governments, the UN family, UN women, working with civil society, private sector, and other key stakeholders. How are you strengthening? What will you do towards strengthening gender perspectives, addressing these issues that we're talking about, the triple threat? What do we need to do around women's economic empowerment